Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. I feel like we are in phase 2 of this house. We did this whole renovation and on the day we moved in I found out I was pregnant. The following 9 months was a total blur, like now looking back. And then we had Gray and the following 9 months was a total blur. I finally feel like I'm in this like space where the fog is clearing. I feel like I'm getting back into work. I'm like working on other projects and we've got this small window of time before we hopefully have more kids where I want to just finish off the house. I feel like we did all the main bulky renovation stuff, but then we didn't quite finish all the little details which make a home a home. This video isn't going to be some like glamorous before and after, and I've been putting off filming videos like this for that reason. The old me would have done these like really great, almost clickbaity like before and after videos, but I just haven't got the time or resources to do that anymore. I'm gonna have to do things bit by bit, and that's just how it's gonna have to work. But there are things I want to do around the house. I want to sort out our downstairs toilet and utility space. We're having cupboards built downstairs and shelves. I still need to find some artwork for above our sofa. I almost got something and then I just chickened out because it was so expensive. But there are some finishing touches that I really want to make on this house. We're hoping to maybe do the loft next year, like a loft extension, which means that me and Rich will move our bedroom up there. Gray can have our old bedroom, and then if potentially we have another baby, the baby can go in Gray's bedroom, which means that this room potentially could stay my office for the next few years. So although this like room was kind of floating in this like I don't know what to do space, I've now realized I've at least got a few years in it, so I'm gonna finish it off a bit and make it feel just a bit like nicer. We all know I don't like the carpet in my house. You're gonna make mistakes when you do a house renovation. I think that's pretty normal, and if carpet is the worst of it, it's not a big deal. It's not that expensive. I think when we do the loft, we'll probably redo the carpets. So let's ignore that for now. So I'm just gonna start making small changes here and there. First things first, I wanna move around some furniture in this room. Like I said, we are building some epic cupboards downstairs, so because of that Gray's little kitchen needs to move. So I think we're gonna have to get rid of the console table downstairs because it's just taking up space and it's actually not that useful. It kind of just like creates clutter. It's, you know, it's just more for decoration. So it's more useful to have her little kitchen where that console table is, which frees up a gorgeous West Elm console table that I can put in here. So let's just start moving things around and let's see what happens. As it stands, this is my office. So over in this corner I've got a plant, which by the way is not dead. Actually, it's looking quite good at the moment. I promise I water this thing. I think it's just the style of the plant. Everyone keeps telling me to water it, but I also don't want to overwater it. I think it's happy. Don't worry about the plant. I have this West Elm mini desk, which I know is a little bit small for the space maybe, but I'm not going to buy a new desk. I don't think it's worth it. Rich is desperate for me too. Now that we both work from home, he finds this desk too small because he's got to like move my computer off and put his on, and it's a bit of a faff, but you know, we didn't expect to both be working from home this year. The chair is also old from West Elm. There's a lamp that's from Aldi, and then I've also got just a few prints up there too. This is kind of unfinished. Also some paint has chipped off the wall. That's great. Some curtains which are from IKEA. We've got our washing basket because there's nowhere else for that to live. There's no room in our bedroom. This stool is from Soho Home, H&M Home Vase, Etsy, Pampas Grass, and an IKEA mirror, which I really like. It's very simple. I might need to just put it on something to lift it up. But anyway, out of these things I feel like I can rearrange stuff. So the first thing I want to do is I'm gonna flip this desk and put it against the wall. So let me do that first. Okay, so I've turned the desk and actually I think that works really well. I know some people don't like the idea of facing a wall, but I'm gonna make this a happy space, and actually I just think, I don't know, I prefer it facing that way. It works better, I think. Although it was quite nice to have the light on my face when doing like Zoom calls and stuff. I'm not sure how that's gonna work over here. Okay, I'm gonna try moving the stool and the pampas grass and like putting it in this gap here. Let's see how that works. I like that actually. It just adds like another element, a bit of warmth, a bit of height over there. I'm not sure about keeping this lamp. I know I get a lot of comments about this lamp and the one downstairs because in photos and stuff it looks really nice, but actually it's really bad quality. I've just screwed it back in, but it always unscrews and gets really wobbly. I also think having a glass bulb isn't the best thing and it gets so dusty. I'm either gonna change the bulb to one of those kind of cloudy bulbs and keep the lamp, or I'm thinking to clear up some of the desk space, instead of having a lamp on the desk, I could have a floor lamp over here, and again would add some nice height. Made.com do quite a nice one that have these like misty bulbs like all around it. I need to have a think about that. So now over this side of the wall, hello, I'm going to move this basket. This is H&M Home, by the way. And I think the plant can live over here. It'll be happy in the sun. And I'm gonna bring the console table from downstairs, and I think that would look really nice along this wall, and it would be really practical and helpful to have some more like storage space in here. Okay, so the plant is here and it's kind of covering the plug sockets. And then I've got the console table. So this is from Wester Elm. It's mango wood. As I said, it wasn't working out that well downstairs because we were just putting keys and clutter, and there is one that comes with drawers. I wish I'd got that. But yeah, it was just looking so messy. But it's a gorgeous console table. I didn't want to get rid of it. So that actually works quite well here. I think if I get some like baskets for storage down there, often when I get sent products that don't work for me, I need to store them somewhere until I can kind of give them to charity and do a charity sale or give them to friends and family. So that'll be a good place to store those. And then I've put the mirror here. And that could be quite nice for outfit photos and stuff, because I've got a bit of the shelves behind me, a bit of the pampas grass over there. This laundry basket needs to go somewhere else. If you saw my vlog where I did a little haul, you would have seen these. These are from Hay, and they are little crates, so they're foldable. I got a couple in the cream, so I thought that would look good if I just put these in the console table. These could just go here. I think the bigger size wouldn't fit. This plant needs to be moved out of our bedroom because it was on Rich's side table and Gray just loves to attack it. She attacked it so badly that it like kind of fell over. I repotted it and like gave it some new soil and a water, so I really hope it survives. Some of these lower leaves are a little bit floppy in my opinion, but let's just see, it might be happier in here. So that's gonna go there. This pot I think is old from Patch. Plants always bring a bit of life to a room. Well, unless they're my plants, and then they bring a bit of death to the room. You would have also seen this in my haul. That would look nice there. This is the candle that Anna thought was a dildo when I showed her in the podcast. This can go on my desk with this candle, which I absolutely love the smell of this candle. And this is my to-do list. It says get shit done. I love these because on one side they just have lined pages, and on the right they have checklists, which is just perfect for what I need right now. For now, I'm going to use these, but I need to find something more permanent. This part of the room, the floor massively goes up at the edges. I'm not sure why. So everything's really tilted. So I tend to kind of put these underneath. This is very hard to do one-handed, just to bring everything level. I need to do it on the tables as well. This is a print that was in the loft. I'm not actually going to keep the print that's in the frame. I don't think it goes, but I want to find a really nice print, and I think it'll be nice to have one kind of leaning on the table. Definitely not this one. It's all a bit planty here, but I'm going to have a little look around and see what I can find and what I like, so I can have a little leaning print there. And then I can fill these gaps with something useful eventually. I don't want to just fill it now for the sake of it. I need to think about it. I've just put some boots there for now, but like I said, probably get some baskets. It's just quite a narrow space, so I need to find some that are the right shape. I don't want to waste the height, so something like tall, but kind of slim. I think the only thing I would like to change over here is I've got this little pen holder, and I'm not sure about this lamp. I need to have a think, but it seems like a good place to kind of almost have one here, like a standing lamp. And then I've just tested it out on Zoom and you literally cannot see my face at all because the light's behind me. So I might have to get some kind of light that I can clip onto my computer that will shine into my face or something. So let's talk about this little corner here. I want to paint a colour block arch. I know some of you are gonna say, don't do it, it's just the trend, it's so done, it's all over Instagram, whatever, whatever. But I feel like I can have fun with this room. Like, it's not gonna be my office forever, we're gonna have to repaint the whole room anyway one day. I just feel like sometimes playing it safe is a bit boring, and like, why not? It's just a bit of paint, it's not difficult to kind of change. I think it looks quite nice. I think it will add curves and softness because there's a lot of straight lines in this room. The mirror, the console table, the shelves, the computer, the desk, and I think having something that's like that arch shape would be so nice. I really wanted the West Elm arch mirror, but it's a fortune. I don't know, maybe that's something that we could take up to our bedroom when we do the loft, but I don't want to risk buying something so expensive that we then don't have anywhere to put it. So it feels like doing it with paint is a good idea. I think Grillo Designs has this, and there's a few people on Instagram that do this. Colour blocking is like a whole thing. If you look at like the hashtag, there's so many different ways to do it. I think having an arch behind the desk here will just give this corner like a bit more of a reason. So I imagine I'll do the arch here, and then I still like the idea of the corner gallery, and I think it will break it up a bit, but I need to change the prints and like add a few new ones. So I ordered some samples. I've got a few more coming from a brand called Lick, but these are from a brand called Craig and Rose, and it's actually so clever. You order these samples and you can stick them on the wall, because normally what I would do is order paint samples and then paint them on paper and stick them on the wall. That's always what I recommend to people, because then you can move them around the room and see how they look in different colours and different light. Like, I would say never paint directly on the wall. So I ordered these. Let's stick them on the wall and have a look. Look how clever this is. The back just peels off, then this is just sticky. I'm a bit nervous about like whether those are going to pull the paint off. I feel like they shouldn't, because that should be the whole point, but maybe they will, I'm not sure. So these are the 4 paint samples that I've chosen, all very much in like the warm toned family, because I want to add more warmth to this room, especially because of the very cool toned grey carpet. I think, just like first impressions, this one's too dark. I like these 3. This is the one that Grillo Designs has. It's called Lamplighter. I think it might be a little bit too yellow for me. I like the top 2. It's funny because when they arrived, I thought Papyrus. I thought I'd like that one the most because it's almost beigey, but in their Instagram photos it looks a bit goldy. But now it's up on the wall. I quite like this one, French Ochre, which is like more of like a mustardy colour. They look slightly different in real life than they do on the camera. Ooh, I don't know, I might post this on Instagram and see what you guys think, but I'm gonna wait because I've got a couple more samples coming from Lick, which is another paint brand. But I think this would look so cool, like an arch here. I'm really excited by that. Apparently, there's like a real trick when you do it. You need to like secure a pencil and string to the bottom, and then that's how you create the arch, and a lot of masking tape. I'm up for the challenge. Okay, good morning guys. It's a few weeks later, and it's time to paint a yellow arch on my wall. Am I gonna regret this? Possibly. That's all I have to say. But it's a bit of fun and I fancied giving it a go. So I'm gonna watch a YouTube tutorial. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not very like DIY-ish, but I've got all the tools I need. I need to move everything out the way. I think I need to like put a nail in the wall and use a bit of string and some masking tape or something like that. But let's just give it a go. What's the worst that can happen, right? This is the paint I went for in the end, Craig and Rose Papyrus. It's not a bright yellow. I didn't want something bright. I wanted something warm and slightly neutrally. It's almost a bit like a gold, a slightly mustardy, muted yellow. Yeah, I have faith. I think it'll be nice. I just have to decide what kind of shape arch I want. I think because the shape of the wall is tall and narrow, it needs to be more of like a high arch rather than like one that goes like that. So I think I'll decide where I want the edges to be first, do those straight, and then do the arch at the top. The only thing is, it's not going to be centered to the desk because the desk isn't centered. It's going to be centered to the wall. And I think that's okay. I like the idea of things overlapping not everything being like symmetrical, because that's what I like about the prints and stuff. So I'm just gonna go with that. First thing I need to do is clear my desk area. Okay, now I need to put down an old sheet so I don't get paint all over the carpet. Okay, I've covered the plug sockets with frog tape. I tested this out because our paint, like as you can see, does chip quite easily. So I was worried that when I pull this off, it would pull the paint, and I tried it on like somewhere behind the door for a couple of days and it didn't pull the paint off. So it's promising. Oh my god, it's 10 past 11. Note to self, just don't try and be a DIY person if you're not. What I always forget is I'm so bad with numbers. I swear I'm like numerically dyslexic, if that is a thing. I just look at numbers and I don't understand them. So just even trying to measure like a center or something completely stresses me out. Yeah, marking out the arch has been painful. I'm just gonna start painting. I'm over it. I really like the paint color though, because it's yellow but with this kind of warm, almost kind of neutrally tone to it. Really enjoyed painting the first coat, so I'm just gonna let that dry. I really like the color. Like I said, it's kind of like a muted kind of goldy beigey yellow. I think it's gonna look cool. And obviously once the desk is in front of it and everything's up, you won't see all the little details, because I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the perfect arch, but it's better than I thought it would be. Okay, I'm going for coat 2. I've done 2 coats now. It's still like a little bit patchy, so I think it needs another. I should probably wait for it to fully dry. I'm just so impatient. Okay, I've taken the tape off and you can see there are some parts where it's pulled off the Farrow & Ball paint. I think because Farrow & Ball's so thin, which is a bit annoying. Also, I'm just gonna fill the bottom where I kind of put the masking tape a bit too high. Now, the arch isn't perfect. As you can see, it's a little bit higher on this side, but I'm gonna try and kind of even it out a bit. And also, a print's gonna go there, which covers that side, so it will be fine. Definitely not perfect. Okay guys, I've come up to check. It's so dark now, I don't know how I'm gonna finish this video, but it's looking good. I really like it. I was kind of whispering earlier because Gray was asleep. Yes, it's wonky, but the picture's gonna hide it, and you know, life isn't perfect. I'm pretty happy with it. There's just one bit here that was a bit patchy that I just tried to touch up and I may have ruined it, but it might dry. Okay. I can't even remember anymore at what point of the video I've got up to, but I'm here to sum up the video, to finish it off, because the arch is done. The painted arch is done. I'll show you the final thing. I'm just gonna move something out of the way. I'm so happy with how it came out, despite the fact that there was a wonky side. You can't tell. Luckily I had a print hanging there anyway, so you can't tell, and like who knows if we're gonna keep this here in the future or whatever. So for now it's perfect. I'm so happy with the color. Let me turn the camera and show you. Oh, this room just gets the best sun. Okay, so here is my little corner as it is at the moment. I'm definitely gonna be changing up these prints just because, like, as you can see, a couple of them have pinky tones, which I just don't think really goes. So I think this print will stay and I think this print will stay. I'm gonna change those two and I think add another one down here. I also think I'm going to change the lamp. Just like I said, the space on the desk is very small and Rich gets really annoyed with it. So I think a floor lamp would be good, although the floor is very uneven in this corner, so we'll have to work that one out. I love the colour so much. It's a bit more neutral in real life than on camera, not quite as yellowy, so it's kind of like a mustardy, beigey yellow. This one actually didn't get the most votes on Instagram, but I went for it anyway. I just went with my gut feeling that I like this one. The pampas grass is from a job I did with Etsy. The vase is from H&M. Even though these colours kind of clash, I like them. They're in the same group of like that kind of warmy tone. The Soho home stool I've had forever that just gets moved around my house. I really like it there. West Elm chair and desk, which are old. Cushion is old, I can't even remember where from. I'm just so happy with it. I just think colour blocking like this is so clever for just like grounding an area. Like it gives this corner a bit more of like a purpose. I just think it's come out so well. I'm gonna leave it for now and do those updates maybe like next month. There's a lot. I have so many birthdays in November, I can't even tell you. Like 5 family members maybe. So yeah, we will be finishing that off next month, I think. And I'm so happy with where it is now. So I hope you guys found this interesting. Thank you so much for watching. And that's all for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.